Oh, whoa, somebody used a brush. Oh, you got some teeth rot.
Yeah. I'll be right back.
Ooh, what's he doing? Okay guys, I gotta get a little bit of video of this. If you watched our videos and remember us swimming in the lake, this is where we swam at, but we swam next to that tree right there. We would tie the puppies up right there and we would swim from here to here. So that's how flooded the lake was.
Yeah.
We had no idea that there was this, I guess you call it beachy area, rocky area.
The other side of the lake was twice as far away. So if you wanted to swim to the other side, you'd have to swim twice as far. Now you don't have to.
Wow. You can tell we have not been here in a while. Had no idea that it looked like this down here. All right, so Big Daddy insisted he wanted to change out the tires for some low riders.
We had bought some old wheelchairs at Goodwill for a great price, and you get two really awesome wheels off. But even this was just a little bit heavy for those wheels. So one of them broke. And also had a problem with the ramp being too steep, the house being too high, and the ducks not going in at night, instead going under. We thought going under would be an awesome option during the day to get away from predators, but it just creates too much of a nice place that keeps them from going inside. So we're gonna start training them at night to go in. We're gonna start doing feedings at night, and I have a remote control light, solar powered light that's gonna go inside there to turn on at night because Indian runners are really attracted to light. Apparently so are the geese. So anyway, I got this thing up off the ground using 4 buckets. I wish I had 4 concrete blocks, but I probably ruined 4 buckets because they started caving in pretty good. But anyway, I'm ready to take it out and we'll see how she does.
Ready? That's why you don't wear flip-flops on a farm.
Low rider.
There's your low rider. Alright, so we got it moved. It was a nightmare. Clearly those wheels are probably not the ones we will be keeping. Gonna have to try something else. I think we built something that's impossible to move. But I can't believe it. The ducks are going in there to check things out on their own. We couldn't force them in there before.
Yeah, but the ramp's lower now.
Yes, the ramp is a lot lower. And we're gonna start feeding them in the evening and feeding them in there. So we'll make some kind of long trough thing to go in there, but right now we might just use a lid or something like that. So we kind of had a long car ride today because someone in Jonesboro, which is about 2 to 3 hours away, bought our dining room table. So we stopped at this park to let the kids play, and we had shoes in the car for everybody but the baby. But have no fear. Look what Daddy has done. Some zip ties and some big boy shoes, and he's made the baby something. And there he goes. It's working.
Who's the man? And the zip ties match.
Oh, he even matched the zip ties.
Hold on, Casey. I'll take it off.
playground slide.
I'm not letting him down that. No way. No, he'll fall off the sides. He will fall off the sides, Matt. Sit down. Sit down, Catchies. Oh my gosh. This thing's like 50 feet up in the air. Okay, lay down, Catchy. Here he comes. Oh my gosh, my baby. Oh my gosh, he's upside down. Okay, no, pick him up and hold him.
Okay, come on. Okay. Those flip flops are totally staying on. Look, all the excess flop is in the back, so it's not bothering us. Look at that.
Whoa. All right, Catchy, you do the baby slide. All right, Kevin, you going down that one? You want me to catch you? You want me to catch you? Okay, ready, set, go. Here he comes. Ready? Here he comes. Yay, baby. Ow! You shocked me. Bubby, did you do these? You're too little. You're too little. Look what's new on the Stevens Family Farms. Hello! Hello! Don't be scared. You're gonna have to get used to us. So we have a breeding pair of boar goats. What you boys doing?
Looking at the goats.
You got goats?
We got goats, alright.
When did you get goats?
We got them when it was almost nighttime.
Last night?
Yep.
I like them. How do you like them, Kason?
I just named them now Little Tommy.
I don't think we're gonna name them. They're, you know, they're getting along pretty good with the geese and the ducks. So finally, some animals will use the duck house.
Yeah, we don't want them to. They chose the duck house over the wedge shelter that we made the hogs. The ducks don't want to use the duck house, but the goats do. I really can't let them stay in there long term because the floor is made out of galvanized hardware cloth, and I don't want them to tear it up with their weight. I think eventually their weight would probably start putting holes in it, and then they could get hurt.
Cameron trying to get the new goats to eat out of his hand. Looks like they're probably not used to people interaction, so we're going to have to work with them on that. Alright, Matt is going to try and feed the goats for the first time, but it looks like the ducks and geese are going to attack him. It's probably going to take them a while to learn. Okay, so we promised Ozarks Off-Grid that we would do a cabin tour. And it is Thursday night. We usually go ahead and edit our video now, but we haven't even really done it this week. It's been a hectic week. Generator dying again, baby spilling water on the laminate floor, just all kinds of things this week. But we're gonna try and get one done before it gets too dark. You got the outside of our barn cabin. Now we've got the paint to go ahead and paint this porch to match the blue and the white. We have no fear neighbors. We now have a curtain around our shower, so it's safe to visit. And then eventually we want to put a big porch right here. And we're thinking about even putting we have a wood burning stove that we bought that Matt thinks is just going to be way too much heat for inside the cabin. He wants to get something called, I think it's called the Cubic Mini Grizzly. There's a Grizzly and a Cub Cubic Mini stove, and he's wanting to get one of those for inside the cabin. So we obviously just have this front screened in right now because of the fly problem. And then I think eventually we will make like a carport area over here to park. Even though it would be nice to have a wraparound porch because the view on this side of the house is so good and will be really great in the wintertime because you can just see like almost to Missouri, I think. So this is pretty much what we see from the front. Camera, make sure those guys don't go too far down the driveway. And then the trailer that we built is back here, and eventually we might try and sell it. We might just keep using it, but eventually if we do keep using it, we're going to move it over a little further. That way it's not, you know, seeable as you're coming down the driveway. It's a little more hidden. All right, so let's go inside and see what it looks like. So we kind of temporarily have the, well, dishes where the dogs sleep and the cats stuff out here while we were cleaning today. But just a small little front porch. Inside, I'm going to have to turn on a light. What are you two doing? Alright, so you got our temporary kitchen area. Let's pause and turn on a light. Okay, so we have the propane stove, and once again I can only use the top of it and not the oven yet because the oven requires electricity. And then, you know, some pots hanging up. Everything that you see in this area is temporary until we get kitchen, cabinets, and everything like that. And we got curly-haired Hampton that needs a haircut. Why don't you move, buddy? Alright, so I'm going to do a 360 and then I'll talk. So we have the two lofts. Up there is Cameron's loft, and it's insulated, and then we just put a vapor barrier or plastic up until we figure out what kind of roofing we want to do. I really want it to look like wood slats, I guess that's what you call it. But that's probably pricier. We're probably just going to have to go with something flat. So Cameron's loft, and he is sleeping up there. We got the bathroom. I'll let you take a quick peek in there. All this is, of course, temporary, and the wood burning stove will go, I think it mounts on the wall, so it's going to go somewhere right here. And then we're going to do a built-in couch that goes all the way from the door all the way this way with storage. Alright, let's quick peek at the bathroom. Hopefully it's not too disastrous. Hold on, guys. Alright, the bathroom just consists of a urinal for the guys, a composting toilet, and a bucket of pine shavings to put over your deposits. And then we have a ladder in here, and that is currently how Cameron is getting up into his loft. So nothing special in there yet. Okay, we have back here is what we consider, I'm gonna need to get a light. Alright, I'm gonna have to do a flashlight. It's getting so dim back here. So back here is what we consider the bunk hall. And we had no idea we were going to love this area as much as we do. It doesn't have a door on it. We do have a curtain that will pull out, you know, in case it's, you know, we're up early and we don't want the kids to quite get up yet. But we love this little area for the kids. It's really working out great, and it's all they need. Then we have mine and Matt's room, which I probably should not film because it's absolutely disaster. We have been working on getting our bed done. We have storage under our bed. We're not sure if we're going to do doors or drawers underneath it, but we made our bed up really high. So that is pretty much it. It is a tiny house. A lot of people say, you know, why don't you add on to it a living room or something like that? We love the size of it. I am probably the world's worst housekeeper, so maybe I can keep up with this space since it's so small. And it helps you be we really want to live the minimalist lifestyle. So everything that we bring into this house has to be thought about and planned. Every inch of this house was pre-planned on what is going to go there. And then once again, this is the floor plan. And the only thing I didn't show was the smaller loft up here, which will eventually, be Kara's loft. Right now it's just got some storage things up there. She's not really old enough to go up there. Maybe when she's 5 we'll let her go up there. We'll see how it goes. But there you go. There is our cabin tour. There's not really much to it. That was easier than I thought. Honey, what was the temperature today?
Mommy, I need to shut up.
Well, it says it got up to 99.
Help.
No, it said 98. It said 98 today.
98 today, and we are without a generator for about 4 or 5 days.
Mommy! Here.
Until Thursday.
Put this into the water.
Oh, yeah. Here comes the waves, baby. Here comes Casey. Casey, are you flipping? Right.
We are still in complete shock over how this area looks now that the flooding has gone down.